part of what makes marriage or relationship counseling so difficult is that couples that come in for therapy many times have let such an emotional space develop between them that they're no longer comfortable. And when you have two people in that want to change their relationship, but they're very uncomfortable talking about things that they should be able to talk about so easily, it's very difficult to get on the same page and start working on something. This is the basically the work of emotional distance. If your relationship is emotionally disconnected, it's very, very difficult to get the help you need because everybody says go to therapy. But if you're no longer emotionally connected, that's really a huge step and it's very difficult. So, how do you know that you're emotionally disconnected in your relationship? Most people can feel it, but I've got some warning signs, some symptoms of it. First of all, you stop going to each other for advice. In the beginning of your relationship, you usually get a lot of comfort asking your partner what they think. When you're emotionally distant, you no longer go to them for advice or help. You stop sharing your life. They don't really even know what you're up to, what interests you, or what you have in common anymore. You don't feel that they deserve to know or share your life. And this is where the resentment starts. This means there is definitely emotional distance within your relationship. You stop having sex. You start feeling distant in the emotional, physical, and spiritual part of the relationship. And you purposely start to criticize them. You're angry. You're resentful. That's got to come out. And once it comes out with you criticizing your partner, it's just a matter of time. If you don't intercept that, when you're going to get a divorce or one of you, something's going to break. It can't continue like that. A relationship needs to have each other's good feedback, not criticism. Criticism is very hurtful. The side effects of an emotional connection, that's right. There's side effects that are happening to you that you may not be aware of. First of all, you get lonely and you're more depressed. Your loneliness is just the worst kind of loneliness because you can come together to an event, you can be in the same house, but there's just nothing there. There's no longer the laughter, the joy that you used to find in each other. There's self-doubt. You begin wondering if you are lovable. That is a sign of disconnection. You grow distant, not only with your partner, but with your friends, with yourself. You're starting to lose yourself in this because there's no one confirming for you anymore who you are, that you matter, what's going on with the relationship, the vision you shared. There's no longer any basis of that. So you're getting lost within yourself. You don't have anybody to pull you back or stabilize you. And from there, it's infidelity. One of you is going to snap. And at that snapping point, your basic loneliness is going to make you so vulnerable to anyone's attention that you're going to step out of line. You're going to cross a boundary. And that's a crisis period, because once you do that, then you basically are jeopardizing trust for each other. I'm going to tell you the best way to fix this disconnection. First of all, you need to communicate. You need to use your mouth and your words and communicate what is going on with you. You can't play the blame game. When couples come in and one of them starts blaming the other, myself as a therapist, as well as many therapists I know right away, we start backing up from that person. And the reason is because we're thinking to ourselves, this person is not emotionally mature enough to accept responsibility for what they're feeling and what their choices have been. Don't let your partner, and don't ever allow yourself to tell each other that they're the fault to why you're feeling emotionally disconnected. No one person can make you feel emotionally disconnected. This is something you're doing to avoid possible hurt or broken heart. Own that and bring that to the table and talk about it. Begin scheduling a date night and then sit down with your partner and make a date night plan once a week is what I recommend. And a date night has to be done just the two of you. I like it without phones, but if you need it for the babysitter, carry a phone, put it on vibrate. And the most important thing is not where you go, what you do, it's that you have one-on-one time talking together about how you feel, looking at each other's eyes, and not having any other distractions to make you turn your head away from your partner or your body. Begin having sex. It's hard to have sex when you're disconnected emotionally, but I am telling you, sex doesn't have to be intercourse. It can be something as simple as start holding them, start being lightly dressed in bed and hugging, start nuzzling each other, start holding hands, start hugging more, and from there, hopefully, you'll be able to have sex again. Sex is a bonding experience, and not only that, as a therapist, I am telling you, it is extremely healthy. Physically and emotionally, you need the oxytocins. The awkward part will dissipate once you start bringing back physical intimacy, no matter how mild it is at first. But it's important that you start. And whoever engages, it's important the other person does not reject them, because it takes a lot of guts to start it up when you haven't had sex in a while. So appreciate that in your partner and get back, give back, share what you can physically with your partner.